Hi there, welcome back to the Boxing Show. It is, of course, a mental health awareness week this week, and there are few better people to talk on the subject than WBC heavyweight champion Tyson Fury. Adam Smith caught up with him earlier on this week.
Tyson, good to see you. First of all, how are you doing in lockdown? Obviously keeping fit and active, as we've seen on social media. Family all well?
All well, thank you. We're all alive and we're all healthy and we're all staying positive and fit, which is the most important thing in these times. I train for anywhere between 3 and 4 times a day, 6 days a week, keeping mentally strong. It's not so much for the physical side because, as we've seen time and time again throughout my career, I'm not about how I look physically or aesthetically. It's all about performance for me. So I don't really train for physical looks. I train for my mental health more than anything because I know if I have a couple of days off training, I don't feel good. I feel terrible. I feel down. I feel a little bit depressed, and it just gets worse and worse and worse from there.
It's Mental Health Awareness Week, of course. It's something that's obviously very close to you. And for those who may be struggling, is it that, don't suffer in silence? Is it, reach out, talk to people?
Most definitely. My advice would be to speak out as soon as possible. Speak to anybody you can, your family, your friends, loved ones, a doctor, anybody you can, because suffering on your own is terrible. The first person you've got to be honest with is yourself. If you're in denial about what you are and who you are and what you're going through, then you can never overcome it. I've been being wrote off all my life. Like I say, I was wrote off coming into the world, premature baby. They said I wouldn't live. And then I was wrote off because I was very thin and always in and out of the hospitals. But I grew strong and big and heavyweight. And then they wrote me off because I was a traveller. They said I'd never do it. They said I wouldn't have the dedication, yada, yada, yada. Then they wrote me off because I wasn't body beautiful like everybody else. Then they wrote me off because the heavyweight champion of the world was Vladimir Klitschko. Had to go to Germany. That was a write-off. And then they wrote me off because I went to 28 stone and had mental health problems, but that couldn't keep me down. Then they wrote me off because I had to fight the biggest puncher in the history of boxing after only 2 petty combat fights, but that didn't keep me down. Then they wrote me off because I'm all washed up and I can't take a punch anymore. And then they wrote me off because I got a massive cut. Then they wrote me off because I had 10 changes of trainers. Then they wrote me off because Wilder was going to be better the second time around. And then they wrote me off because they said I didn't believe in what I was going to do and I'm a feather-dusted puncher and I can't crack an egg and I'm useless. But here I am today, standalone heavyweight, leading superstar in boxing. And I'm still fat, still ugly, still bald, still big mouth. I'm still unstoppable. There's a lot to do. Fight-wise, like boxing and all that sort of stuff. Plenty of fights out there. But at the end of the day, there's a lot more things going on in the world now than boxing. And I think it's a lot bigger than boxing and sports. But I would think that the sporting thing keeps people going and gives people something to follow, give people something to concentrate on. I would like to see the football get back in order. I would like to see the boxing get back. And sports, I think sports is a massive key in people's lives.
Of course, Deontay Wilder, your next opponent. Anthony Joshua will fight Kubrat Pulev, and then hopefully 2021. Is that what we're looking at for what would be the biggest fight, wouldn't it, in British boxing history with you and AJ?
Yeah, but if I get knocked out by Deontay Wilder, then he won't be on, will it? There'll be another fight with Wilder and so forth and so on. And if he loses to Pulev, so close but so far away. And in heavyweight boxing, you can never count your chickens before they hatch.
Dillian mandatory, waiting his turn. Do you think you'll share a ring with him at some point?
Hopefully, I got this Wilder rematch, and then we'll hopefully get the Joshua fight on. But if that fight doesn't happen, then we'll take on Dillian Whyte. Give him a beating. Why not?
You say that the train's rolling on. You seem in a really good place. You seem happy with life. You've got a great family around you. Are you going to just go on for as long as you can, or will you just say at one point, you know what, I've done it. I've done what I want in the boxing world, and I've got a lot of other things I'd like to do?
I've achieved a lot in the boxing. I've achieved more than any active heavyweight alive today. I'm happy with where I am in my career and what I'm doing. If I never had another boxing fight, I'd be happy. I've completed the game. The game's over. It's completed. Won every single belt in boxing, from the English title to becoming the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. All done. All finished, considered the best, done. If I don't box again, I'm happy. But if I do box again, then I continue to box. If we get past this thing, which hopefully we will, then we're going to keep boxing and just keep taking on contenders.
It's great to see you so happy and so well, Tyson. It really is.
Thank you very much, Adam. It's been nice speaking to you. All the best. And for all the people who are watching, good luck. God bless. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Stay positive. And see you all soon.